Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to JSpeak. This week we answer some questions. First question, is the Marshall Mini Silver Jubilee, the 2525H, just as good at 20 watt volume as 5 watt volume? It sounds good. I think most amps sound okay at low power volume. They sound much better when you get them cooking and you ride them at their full potential. 50 watts versus 100 watts. 100 watts sounds better usually. 5 watts versus 20 watts. 20 watts sounds better naturally. I think the thing about a lot of Marshall amps is that they benefit from volume. In my personal experience, I think you can stay married owning that amp, but you might use it in 5 watt mode more times and use it in 20 watt mode if the family's home. Second question, if I had the choice between a Marshall Origin 50 or the Friedman Dirty Shirley, which one would I buy? Definitely the Dirty Shirley. That amp is probably one of my favorite amps that I have ever played. It is definitely something that I think is totally special and unique, and I love the hell out of that amp. If I could get like multiple channels of that amp as one amp, I would probably do that, which I probably could. I could probably call up Dave and have him modify it. I know he does that, but I haven't gone down that road. I like amps, as I'm sure you all know, so having multiples is totally cool with me, but I really like that Dirty Shirley amp. The Origin didn't quite do it for me. It was a good amp. It definitely, build quality was not as nice as the Friedman. I don't think it sounded as good or as clear as the Friedman. So my vote is the Friedman. Now it's like 4 or 5 times the cost of the Origin. So it's not really the same family either to me, in my opinion. British distortion based, but it's not like the same amp. Definitely the Friedman. Third question, would I prefer the orange Rockerverb or the Friedman BE50? The Rockerverb has some features that the BE doesn't and vice versa. So BE50 has multiple voicings, FAT and SAT switches, 3 channels. The Rockerverb has 2 channels, built-in reverb, attenuator. Like the effects loops on both amps are solid. I didn't have problems with either one of them. The Rockerverb is probably one of my favorite amps ever built. I've had the second version, I have had the third version, and I currently have the third version. I think if you want 3 channels, and that's important to you, and you want a lot of switches, like a Mesa, which all those modes and this, that, and the other thing, like the Friedman is in that realm. And it's obviously UK-based distortion, which the Orange is. The Orange is kind of its like own animal. So it's like the high mids versus like the low mids kind of deal. Together they sound really cool. I've been thinking about doing some in the mix videos where I do, you know, each amp against each other and then like both amps playing at the same time. Kind of doing a mix like that. They're probably 2 of my favorite amps, but for me, I really like the Rockerverb. That's probably one of my favorite amps, like I said. So I'd probably take that over the BE50. Now the BE50 is amazing. I really like the Rockerverb. Last one is not a question, it's a statement. I don't know, I've been on this kind of kick of making a comment about a comment, but someone made a comment about semi-hollows and the Foo Fighters. And I saw the comment and they were asking about trying to get that tone and buying a Studio 335 and putting burst buckers in it. And would it be similar to like the Dave Grohl guitar? Maybe, you know, sometimes certain guitars just sound good just as they are. They are built very well. It all aligns and the guitar is amazing, and it is what it is. It doesn't matter what pickups it is, what it's made out of. It just sounds amazing. It feels good to you. It sounds good to your ear, and the stars have aligned, and that's the guitar. You can heavily modify guitars to make them what you want, and you can hate them. Been there, done that. So sure, you could buy a Studio, put some burst buckers in it. That might do it for you. I know earlier in Dave's career, specifically with the Foo Fighters, he used a lot of Les Pauls, SGs, Explorers, then came Firebirds, and then the damn Orange Strong guitar, which is the clear guitar. It could have been Echoes or In Your Honor that the 335 started to show up. I've seen in interviews, he bought a Trini Lopez back when he was in Nirvana and touring, and he found that 335, and it's made its way onto like everything. But I don't think he completely switched over to that, and even for live use until like the back half of the career. So the last, maybe 10, 12 years, I think he's been seen with it. It's a very cool guitar. Maybe it is more than that. Maybe it's 15 years now. I don't know. It's been a while, right? They've been around like 25-ish years. Is that right? for the Foo Fighters? Anyway, but their amps changed too. I think they started off with like Marshalls and like dual rectifiers or Road Kings. I know Dave had a Road King for a while. I'm not sure if he used a dual rec or a triple rec. I think it was a triple rec early on, but then it went into like the Voxes. I've seen Shiflet play Friedman's. I think he's got a BE100. And I've seen, what is it, Fender Tone Masters. I think it's Tone Master. I don't know. I'd have to check, but I've seen him use Fender amps too. So, you know, part of that tone on the first couple records is different than what they're doing later on. I think if you're looking for era specific, definitely check out, you know, like I said, I think it was more Marshall Mesa and Les Pauls and SGs the first couple records. And then it kind of branched out to, you know, Voxes, Fenders, and 335s. So, and feel free to fact check that, and if I'm incorrect, you know, leave a comment. So this will be the last episode of this year, so I appreciate you watching and being a part of 2019 and my channel, and I hope that we gain more subscribers and more views this year, and I bring you more gear demos and answer more questions. So I'd like to thank you as we close out 2019, and I hope to see you in 2020. Have a great one, a safe and happy new year. You know, don't light too many things on fire. That's all I got. That's all I got. As always, thanks for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Many more videos to come. Don't miss one sub.